Good morning and welcome to this Bonjour, which is our format of good morning shows from every trade show. And we are at this wonderful location here in, where are we actually, Mark?
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
And you are the
Georgia World Congress Center.
And you are the president of the show, right?
I am, yeah. This is my thing. Yeah.
That's super nice. And Scott, you are general manager for Fujifilm, right?
Yeah, Fujifilm Business Innovation and Asia Pacific, Morten, and part of the global expansion team as well.
I'm thrilled to have you both here. I mean, you as the organizer and you as the biggest exhibitor. I mean, when you choose to come to a trade show, and do you choose to be the biggest, or you just choose to what machines you want to bring, and that happens to be the biggest? Or
Yeah, I guess by accident, right? You focus on what you want to do, what we need to provide, and then it just so happens we're the biggest exhibitors. So yeah.
How is the American market for Fujifilm?
Fujifilm overall doing very good, but we're just starting our POD business, print on demand. You'll see it on stand. Anyone that's coming, it's a real focus on our digital technology. So that part we're just ramping up, and that's why we have the big presence here over the show as well. Is really to show the world. Someone said earlier, a coming out party, as it were, that this is all of our POD equipment, our inkjet, our wide format. And really to show that it's, Fujifilm's got that ability in analog and digital, and it's the first time actually that we're going to be here as that entity. So where we exhibit POD and everything else.
But that's promising. I mean, next year, right?
Yeah, it's very well. I know what you guys booked in 04, so
okay, you know it already. Okay.
Yeah, or 24, I should say.
No surprise.
So no, and I think the trend of innovation that we're seeing out of Fuji is pretty significant, and I think, as you said, that trend is lending itself to a larger presence at expositions, like Printing United, So.
And I mean, Scott now told us how it came along to become like the biggest exhibitor. I mean, for you. You've been working in this industry and also with Printing United since day one, and it must be exciting for you to have that support from a company like Fujifilm, right?
Certainly, just watching, it's almost interesting to watch the industry trends as they happen, and like I said, it's good that you're coming out party, and we can see, how they're tracking and how they're trending, and and what they're doing, and so there's quite a few that are growing, some that are moving down a little bit, but it's very interesting to see. It kind of goes with the ebbs and flows of product launches, which I believe you have quite a few to show here at the show, which is I think first time shown in the US, which is fantastic.
And it's funny, I can't help thinking about, because actually before Printing United, I met with Mark in New York, and we spoke about the convergence and the under one roof approach. And it's great to see, because a company like Fujifilm, you have large format, you have continuous feed, you have, you basically cover what you were talking about, like having one exhibition where you can basically show all the products, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if we've got as much a focus on analog, but we're probably possibly the only vendor that has that ability of, we have the plates, we have Flexo, we have inkjet, we have labels, we have wide format. And so that, it's a really exciting proposition. With the team on stand this morning already, there's a real buzz around things too. And we have a lot of, hopefully people see it as game-changing technology that we've brought to the show. And as you mentioned, it's actually one of the machines that we've brought, the B2, the oversized B2. It's the first time outside of Japan. So that I'm hoping that I'm sure we're going to get a lot of excitement and interest around it today.
I'm sure, but I mean, also, Mark, that when you see some of your competitors are also bringing like new presses to the, so it seems like we have been talking during the years. We've been talking a little bit about whether the shows are the place to actually release and launch new products, but it takes place here, so it's evident that it is a launch place for new products, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we probably I've lost count. There's dozens of global launches down there, or certainly the first time in the US. So that for us and for our attendees is very, very exciting to be able to see this type of technology. And like we said, it's covering all aspects and all industries and all applications of the market. So that is going to be, they're going to be a very very sought after booth this year, as as the diversification strategy for these printers that are attending are going to be looking for a partner for all the solutions.
Another question, Mark. I was just thinking that I guess it takes a lot of time to develop an exhibition show like this, and a lot of planning. Is your time for planning over now, so you can just relax and do nothing the next 3 days, or?
Well, we've already been planning 24 for 6 months. So no, I think
There's still some work to do.
Oh, there's still some work to do. So no, but it's all good. I mean, I have a wonderful team. They've been doing this kind of thing for a long time. We've got a lot of professionals. We have probably about 85, 90 of our staff members here. Then that goes from audience development through social, through editorial teams, our operations team. So we're well suited to help and serve all of our exhibitors and our attendees.
And personally, would you have time to go and see some booth and dig into some of what your exhibitors are showing?
Absolutely. I've been here since Sunday. So I've been certainly stopping by, spent quite a bit of time in Scott's in stand, and obviously went to go visit a lot of our other folks. So.
What about you, Scott? I mean, will you have time, because I guess that you also sought after man, so will you also have time to go and see what the competitors have on their stands, or?
Yeah, I try and make some time for it and see some old friends and people around the industry as well. Yeah, it's great. Actually, it's my first time here, first time at the event, and it's a huge show. Over, I think, 850 exhibitors or something.
Yeah.
So great to go around. But yeah, I'll make some time for it, see what everyone else is doing. And again, there's a lot of new equipment on many stands. So really interesting.
It's really exciting, and watching. I mean, we've equaled and I think a little bit better than the equipment that because I check in with our general contractor, like, how many pounds did you ship? Five and a half million. So there's a lot of gear out there, and like we said, some new stuff, and it's really exciting in all segments. There's screen printing out there. There's there's just digital everywhere. There's analog. We've got a 4-color, an 8-tower, 8-color press from RMGT, which is super exciting. So there's little technologies from everywhere.
And it's always nice to see running equipment, right? I mean, whatever interest you have in the market, it's always like when you see something, I can't help it. All of us have been visiting so many trade shows, but we see new stuff. We still get the excitement of what is invented in this industry, right?
What's happening, where everything's going. That's
so,
very cool.
Mark said how many people he has on the show here. So, what about Fujifilm? How many people? Do you know how many people you are? Or?
Oh gosh, good question. I think we had over 100 people at the kickoff just last night. So we had everyone together. Okay. So over 100 people, I guess, will be on stand.
And they are ready to take orders in case that is okay, or?
I think so. I hope so.
You hope so, yeah. Just to pay his bills, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot to pay.
Yeah, so, I can imagine, yeah. So a few last questions here before, I know you're busy, guys. So, I mean, sitting working in a company like Fujifilm, I mean, obviously the decisions you make today are about seeing the trends of the future. Yeah. That is not so easy, is it?
No, not at all, And I think it's born from a couple of things, talking to customers, talking to our friends, colleagues, peers, and also trying to peer into the future a little bit, right? And we've got a history of innovation, but it's not easy. Hopefully, we're showing the way with many of the things that we have, definitely towards digital transformation and how the industry after the pandemic has really accelerated. You talk to a lot of people. I'm offset background and packaging and everything, so I still have.
Mark's family is also from the printing industry, so we have it in our veins, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it's our duty, right? Any manufacturer that's done in that hall, that's exhibiting. It's our duty to look into the future and look at the trends and what's coming next. What do we need to innovate that then enables what our customers need to grow their business?
What about, I mean, you developed the brand Revoria. Why 2-brand strategy on your technology?
Yeah, cool. Great question. Simply put, we have a dry toner technology, and we have our inkjet.
Basically.
Absolutely, and then we brand it accordingly. So the big boy.
But at least in Europe, you are like also building up distribution separately with Fujifilm and Revoria, aren't you? As far as I remember.
No. So in Europe, just the same as in the States, we're going through our Fujifilm graphics, communication division, everything Revoria, jet press, acuity, everything going through the same team.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, that's amazing. So, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for participating here in our first Bonjour. It was a little bit stressful because we were supposed to be in another location first, but now we're here, and it was a pleasure to meet both of you. Thank you very much.
It's part of the Printing United Wellness Program, Morten. And so we just get an extra 5,000 steps in. So.
Yeah,
I see.
before breakfast.
I would say,
exactly.
I mean, one thing is that you say the wellness program, but I was also thinking that the agility that I know that you also very good at adapting to new things all the time, right?
You have to be, right?
Yeah, that's great.
And speaking about adapting, I know that Fujifilm was at the Inkjet Summit. I just have to give a little shout out there. You guys were a keynote sponsor, and you actually, the person that was there representing, shared their R&D budget on an annual basis, and I couldn't believe it. So you guys are always ahead of the curve on this and always looking out. So just to add a little bit to what Scott had said.
So it was not a worst thing I could do to invite Fujifilm together with you, right?
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Fantastic. Oh, we forgot one thing. You have a party tonight, right?
Oh, we do. So yes, our opening night party is at Tabernacle. It's right across Centennial Park. So everybody is able to join us and come on over. We got a 10 or 12 piece band coming, and should be great fun. And we have actually ran a VIP program this year, which some folks might not be aware of, but we invited all the largest printers from all segments through our media brands to take part in a VIP program. So they get their extra, they get a special reception and all of that. So we really wanted to be the biggest and best buyers here for the show.
Fantastic. Mark?
Morten, thank you so much.
Have a good show.
Thanks a lot.
And have fun, by the way, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, we just had the marching band from Moorhead College
Okay.
playing downstairs, so we could have some fun.
Okay, that's great.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. This is the first Bonjour from Printing United in Atlanta. So thank you, and see you tomorrow.